Hi, my name's Jose and I'm from South Sacramento. I'm here to talk about the pattern of systemic racism by our local electeds in citing and permitting things in communities of color that they wouldn't do in other communities. A long time ago, the state commissioned a report called the Cerrell Report, C-E-R-R-E-L-L, on where to site polluting incinerators. And the contractors came back saying, put it in communities of color, in low-income communities, in Catholic communities, because that is the path of least resistance. And that is what is happening here. I've seen our mayor tell the community of Meadowview that a shelter had to go there for lack of appropriate infrastructure elsewhere. However, they were selling the appropriate infrastructure in rapidly gentrifying Aggie Square to UOP to continue the acceleration of Aggie Square. The places where the homeless were permitted was always the barrio. Alkali Flats used to be the barrio. That's where immigrants came, that's where they lived. There used to be 4 thrift stores there. They're all boutiques. The community's being pushed out. I read in the news that the area near Loaves and Fishes was too expensive, so by default, am I to assume that from now on, everything will be sited in low-income communities where the property is cheaper? That is systemic racism. If you really cared about these 15 people, you would put them in a lovely location in East Sac, overlooking the river for a lovely park, so they have a good quality of life. If I had a lot more time, I could tell you how these things affect the equity of first-time homeowners to protect the equity of people in East Sac and Lamb Park who inherit generational wealth. Their kids can take internships and get the good jobs. Ours have to work because of community citing not just services for the mentally ill that wouldn't fly in Aggie Square or now gentrified Alkali Flats. So they're putting it in the current barrios, in the current hoods. They're putting it where all the refugees are landing, and it's because the Cerrell Report clearly gave the government the roadmap, which is put it in our communities. It's the path of least resistance. And I would say that I saw over 300 people in Meadowview providing alternatives, and it didn't matter. So even when we do provide resistance, we're often not heard. Jay Chenier, when he was city council member, proposed a homeless shelter in front of Burbank, which is predominantly people of color, and was then in the news for allegedly illegally fighting a gas station in his community of Curtis Park because they didn't want the extra traffic. Those are the people representing us, and they're really not doing a good job of it. Thank you.